Abuja, another day, different story, different Killer K. Now we have another story. What you are saying? Killer.
Yes.
Today too. What story do you have for us today too?
All right, so it looks like he's really interested in my Ranger School story.
Oh yeah.
So I'll tell you, and a big shout out to Elijah. He is in Atlanta, Georgia. He used to be in Columbus and moved to Atlanta, Georgia. And so he has something to do with this story. So Ranger School is one of the elite schools that an infantryman will go through, or any soldier will go through, right?
Okay.
So there's no average soldier, but you know, as you step up your game, you join the elite forces, right? So you have the regular soldier, and then for that soldier to be part of the elite group, they'll go to airborne school, they'll do air assault, you know, so they become part of that special group, that special forces group, right?
Different type
of bringing it in, you know. So then they step it up. So and then Ranger School. So my Ranger School story, and I'm gonna tell you when I was in Deleniga. So Ranger School have 3 phases, right? You have the Benning phase, which you start in Fort Benning. So you spend about 3 weeks there. You do 3 weeks in the field in Derby. And then you go to mountains, right? You have to pass. So you have to pass the mission. Remember, you eat once a day anyway.
Hey.
Yes.
Then I can't join.
and they tell you specific time when you eat. And you have little to no sleep at all. Wow. Little to no sleep at all. So so you complete Benning phase, you go to mountain, right? Mountain in Ranger School is the most hardest phase out of the whole course, right? But also in mountains, you get the best food.
Okay, there's a plus side.
That's a plus side to it, right? Because in mountain phase, you're doing mountaineering and a lot of those stuff.
So you are climbing mountains? Wow.
Yes, with your rucksack and all that stuff, and you talking about a group of 9 to, well, in mountain phase, you're doing a platoon size element, right? In Benning phase, you're doing squad tactics, squad level tactics. Okay. You go to mountains, you start doing platoon level tactics. So platoon level, you're looking at 45, maybe 50 people in a platoon. Everybody tired, everybody hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a course. So you really don't know each other. You know what I mean? You are praying you pass the course. So in mountain phase, I had to recycle the phase. You know, I thought I was just going to coast through it. But again, 3 strikes always.
Oh yeah.
You're black, you have an accent, and you're from Africa. You were striked out already. So you have to do more to prove yourself. So I recycled mountain phase, not because I failed mission, because people peered me out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you could pass mission, but your peers could say, this guy, we don't like him. He's from Africa anyway, you know. Yeah. I mean, they you know, they will tag teams and then they'll peer out. Or it could be that, hey, well, we are all enlisted. There's one officer. Let's peer the officer out.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Also, enlisters can join the officers.
Yeah, in that school.
Okay.
In that school.
Okay.
Also in Special Forces selection, yes, the same thing. So you spoke to Nakay yesterday, and Nakay said he went to a certain selection course, and we'll do another episode that I'll comment on his selection course. But so now here I am in mountain phase. I'm broken down, but I don't want to quit, right? You remember what I told you, the mindset.
Yeah.
So, and then my wife already missed me so much. It's just letters that we writing back and forth. The problem was I wasn't receiving her letters, but she was receiving mine.
Okay.
So Elijah, thank you for doing this. All right, so that guy that I'm talking about drove my wife in a Cadillac, you know, the Cadillac Escalade, drove my wife from Columbus, Georgia to Deleniga.
Wow.
Yes. And my wife actually came there twice.
Okay.
The first trip, my wife is a gun. She doesn't fuck around.
Oh yeah.
She came there to give the instructors warning that.
Oh, your superior.
She came there to give them warning that my husband is not getting my letters. So what's going on?
Oh, because her letter that she wrote, she didn't get the response. But you haven't read the letter.
Correct,
you don't know.
correct.
Okay.
You know, and so, you know, after, you know, so at this point I'm on holdover status, you know, waiting to class up again to redo the face. And then they called us in and it's like, hey, Kojo, come here. It's like, why the fuck would you send your wife out here? It's like, what? I said, mommy, why? Now you're coming to fail me. I already have 3 strikes.
Oh, yeah.
And then now you're also coming here. You're coming to make you're coming to make things harder for me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what are you doing? I said, no, my wife? Sergeant Schwar, don't fucking Sergeant me. I said, your wife just came here. Like, Roger, I have no idea. I said, can I go make a call? Because you can't just get up and go call them.
Yeah.
You need, you know, just like, yeah, go fucking use that phone and call. Yeah. And make sure your wife don't fucking come back out here. I was like, Roger. All right, Rangers lead the way. Then, you know, that's how you respond, right?
Okay.
So then, boom, I ran out, used the phone, and my wife's like, yeah, this is what happened and all that stuff. And then another time, I'm still on a holdover status, she came. My wife loves to cook. She came with all this wache, jollof.
Wallahi.
Now remember, I'm in Ranger School. I look like a Somalian.
Skinny like Misty.
Oh, Misty look good.
Hey, Yakubu's wife. Oh,
that was slightly thicker. Yes, like I look skinny as hell. So the second time around, you know, somebody came to tell me, hey, somebody's here. I think it's your wife. She's looking for it. I was like, oh no.
Again?
I said, where's she at? He was like, okay, she's by the shophead. I was like, okay. So I ran to the shophead and it was her. I was like, oh shit. I couldn't go talk to her. So it has to be from a distance. And we had to come out with a plan to talk. You know, and then I was like, okay, you know what? You guys go behind this building. I'll come in, leave the door open. I'll sneak in. You know, actually, I snuck in through the back. The tailgate. Yeah. Okay. They left it open. I snuck in and I went in. It's a Cadillac Escalade, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they put down the seats and I just went in. And when I went in, they had all these food, man. I was just stuffing my face, man. I was just stuffing my face and all that stuff. And my wife is sitting there all worried and, oh, look at you. You're gonna die. I'm fine, just, you know, stuff my face, clean my mouth out. You know, I felt so good, you know, and then came out. And then the minute I came out, she was like, but you didn't hug me. Oh my God. Do you know what will happen to me when they find me if I'm caught? This is a top-notch mission, you know. So I had to sneak back in and give her a hug in the car, and then sneak out. That's the part of the Ranger story.
The Ranger story. Wow. So during that day, the second time, your superiors never
didn't find out.
Oh, okay.
So it was my peers. That so she because she knows that if she contact any of the instructors, the cadres, I'll be in trouble because I already got 3 strikes.
Oh yeah.
You know, so she was smart. You know, when she came in, she saw another candidates, you know, that are recycling, and it was like, hey, do you know Kojo Dottie? And don't fuck up my name, man.
Kojo Nati.
And, you know, the guy came, he was like, hey, your wife is there, blah, blah, blah. And then that's how it happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you passed that Rangers school?
Yes. So you finished Ranger school, you finished Delenega is Mountain Face, right? So when you finish Mountain Face, you go to Florida. All right, so Florida, you have like 10, 11-ish days, right? Okay. And during all that time, you are in the mud. It's called swamp.
Yeah, the swamp. Where you be in the swamp for.
Yes, all your patrols and missions are in the swamp.
Yeah.
You know, so you can imagine how your feet, you know, I know you look at...
Yeah.
It's yeah.
And they say the swamp will like swallow you
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It goes up to here.
Wow.
Yeah.
During that time too. Oh, yeah, Florida they have good weather, but
Like,
in the month...
That location has been specifically picked for the training.
Okay.
You know, and that location, it rains almost every day.
And people will be, you know, the shivering because of the cold.
Thank you.
And you have to be in there. And I heard a story where your superiors will ask you if you want to leave.
Oh, yeah. So every day. That's everyday thing.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So immediately you leave, you are out.
You're out, yeah.
So how many days do you have to be in the swamp?
No, so your missions and patrols are all in the swampy areas, right?
Yeah.
So you'll be in Florida for that number of days.
Oh, there are 11 days, okay.
Yeah, ish, you know, patrolling. And then after that, they'll call you in and then they'll tell you, okay, you pass. And then they'll fly you guys to Benny for graduation.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, every day they want to know, hey, you ready to quit yet? Yeah.
Immediately you say yes, you are gone.
Yeah, immediately, you know, and they will create environments for you to quit.
Yeah.
All right, so when I recycled Mountain Face, all right, again, Mountain Face is the toughest face. When you recycle a face, you go to the board.
Okay.
All right, when you go to the board will decide whether you recycle that face or you recycle a different face.
Wow.
It's 3 phases, right? And you are in mountain. If you have to recycle a different face, what does that mean? You go into phase 1.
Yeah, you're going back. Wow. And then come back again. So if you can't go through, you are going back.
It depends on what the board decides.
Okay.
So many a times when you go to the board, you know, the board, remember what I talked to you, the mental toughness, right? So the board will try to determine how bad you want it, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll look at what you failed. You failed patrols or you failed peers. You failed peers, what was the percentage? If the percentage is really high, then, you know, they could tell you, okay, you know what? We'll give you another chance. But you're going to start phase 1.
Phase 1. Okay.
And a lot of people is just killing. They'll say, nah,
I can't.
And then they go home.
Okay. So you won't pass the ranger school, but you still be in the army, or?
Yeah, you still be in the army, but you not be a ranger.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But like, they fuck with you. So the same thing, Florida, right? Say you fail Florida, something happened in Florida, and that's also another story for another day.
Okay.
But you pass Florida or you fail Florida, right? And then you go to the board in Florida. They could say, you know what? Start day 1.
Okay.
Now, people can be in ranger school for 6 to 8 months.
Wow.
The school itself is 61 days. But people can be in the course for 6 to 8 months. What does that tell you?
Wow.
They recycle the first phase. They recycle second phase. They recycle third phase. And then they did something. Started by them.
Wow. Wow. I was here. Another interesting story as always. What's here said. So, if you want more killer case stories, let me know in the comment section below. Abusia. Subscribe to your YouTube channel, and I know say you love this story. I'll keep bringing you more. Adios.